Hey guys, I am outside the comic book shop, just about to go in. Stay tuned for another Spider Slayers comic book haul. Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you Spider Slayers comic book haul. This is episode 349. That's right, fans. Holy cow, we're almost up to 350 already. I just remember when I did 300 this year. It's amazing. But I got a great haul for you guys. If you guys are not familiar with this video series, this is the video series where each and every week I show you, the fans, what I got at the comic book store. And let me just tell you, I got something added to my collection that I've never had before. And I'm just going to show it to you right now. And the first thing I wound up getting, and this is the first time I've ever got an actual CGC comic book. That's right. My shop never gets these in. They had a couple of them in here, and they wound up having Ms.Marvel issue 3, the original series from 1977. It's a grade of 8.0. And they had a couple. They actually had Ms.Marvel issue 1, but it's like 150 bucks. This I got for like 20 bucks, and I had store credit, so I was able to get this for a very affordable price. And I'm just happy to add it to my collection and to say that this is my first CGC graded comic book. It's just awesome. I think it's really cool to have it in the slab and whatnot. And will I get a whole bunch more going forward? I don't know. But again, if I can ever get something at an affordable price, that's how I wind up getting this stuff. And I wound up getting lucky with this one. So yes, Ms.Marvel issue 3, CGC 8.0. All right, so let's go on to the comic books, right? Mysterious Black Bag. And speaking of Ms.Marvel, how about that trailer, man? She looks really cool. I think it's going to be an awesome movie. All right, so not that many comics this week for me. Smaller stack. And so let's show them off, all right? So first things first, let's talk about the book that a lot of people are looking forward to this week, right? Shazam, issue number 1. This book is $4.99, but it's written by Jeff Johns. And I think people are anxiously awaiting this movie, and now they have a comic book to look forward to as well. And if you look in some of this interior artwork, let me see. I think it looks really good. Look at that coloring in there. Artist is Dale Inglesham, if you guys are familiar with that artist. Here's some more artwork in there too as well. So Shazam looks really, really good. Highly anticipating this book. I will get this review out to you guys as soon as possible. All right, next we have Red Hood Outlaw issue 29. This is the issue where he teams up with Batwoman. This is the variant cover. Really nice looking cover. Love how Batwoman's cape is just, it's just spreaded out. It's this like a paint object. It's not even like a cape. It just is so artistic. Really cool. But this is where they're in that weird town and they're fighting these weird Solomon Grundy people. I have no idea, man, what's going on there, why these people are being created this way or whatnot. But I'm interested in the story. I'm interested in the team up. And then I'm interested to see where Jason goes from this town. You know, what is his objective here, you know? So we'll see what happens. So Red Hood Outlaw issue 29. So speaking of DC, we have Batman issue 60 by Tom King, another one of these Matina variants. Really nice, as we get to see this time split between the Penguin and Batman here, and then you got Bane, who's right in the front and center. I just love the colors in here. They blend beautifully together. In this issue, I guess we'll get to see more of what's going on with Batman. You know, we don't know if Bane is playing these games or whatnot, and Penguin was sitting there betraying Bane, and Bane got the shit beat out of him in his cell the other issue. So it was a quite interesting issue. Maybe not the strongest issue of Batman, and I'm not sure what direction Tom King is trying to really go with the character now that Selina is not in the series anymore. But the artwork is much different in this story. So I don't know. We'll see where this one goes as well. So not a fan of the artwork. So we'll see what happens. Batman issue 60. All right, next, let's talk about some independents. We have The Walking Dead. This is issue 186. Looks like strange things are going on in the Commonwealth. If you guys have kept up with this series, there's been talks about Dwight trying to convince Rick to take over this facility or this town or this city or whatnot, and it looks for a very interesting story indeed. Rick wants to be peaceful. He doesn't want to cause any more conflicts. He wants all the communities to get along. So I heard something very interesting happens in this book, in this particular issue. Something where you're kind of like, it's an oh shit moment, and we haven't had one of those in The Walking Dead in a while. So this is The Walking Dead issue 186. Next, going on through these independents, we're talking about Die, Kieran Gillen's new series. This looks like for a very interesting read. Kids get lost in the woods in the 1990s or whatnot. They come back a few years later. They can't talk about anything. It's very hush-hush. Interesting artwork here. It's kind of like this painted style of art. Looks very interesting. I cannot wait to read this story because, again, the description of this story just caught my attention. It's just something, a little bit different that we, don't normally read. It's good to get out of that superhero genre every once in a while and read some good old independence. So this is Die issue 1. Next, based off of my fans' popular demand, they say, Mike, give it a second issue. And I am. Green Lantern issue 2. Wasn't a fan of the first one. Not a huge fan of Grant Morrison's writing. It's just a preference of mine. I'm used to the way Green Lantern was in the past so many years with Johns and Venditti and and all the other writers. That's how I really got into Hal Jordan. And so this is just a little bit different, a little bit out there for me. And maybe it might take some time. Maybe it will grow on me, or maybe I'll continue not to like it. But based off of you guys, you said keep reading it, Mike. Give it some time. You might like it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it some time, and I'm going to continue to read it because, you know what? Hal Jordan I'm a fan of him, and I'm a fan of the lanterns. This is quite interesting right here. It's like a lantern volcano exploding. Weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. So here we go. Green Lantern issue 2. Next, The Immortal Hulk issue 10. Last issue was insane. Absorbing Man got killed. He had the Red Hulk serum inside him. He was defeating Immortal Hulk. And then everything just exploded within him. And now it looks like he's going to a different dimension. I don't know what's going to happen there. Oh, it continues. I can't spoil this for you. I'm not going to spoil anything from you. I'm not going to show you any of the artwork. It looks like it continues from the last issue with Absorbing Man. So I'm looking forward to this. Great artwork here by Alex Ross. Wonderful covers. Issue 10 of The Immortal Hulk. I think this book is underrated, man. Immortal Hulk is a great, great read. All right. Next, we have Marvel Knights issue 3. Donny Cates is the writer of this book, or one of the writers in this book, and we wound up getting Daredevil, Elektra in the last issue after a lengthy fight, and now I think we gotta go after Black Panther, if I'm not mistaken. Artwork may not be as clean this time around as the previous issues, but nonetheless, the story is quite interesting. And see them in this other world where they can't remember who they are or what their past life is quite interesting. And it is interesting to see them deal with this situation of these possible other lives that they once had that they can't remember. So this is Marvel Knights issue 3. Pretty cool cover here. All right. Next, we have our continuation of Nightwing. This is issue 54. Nice cover here, as well as we get to see Rick or Dick or whoever his name is. He's just blended into the cover. He's like unraveling. Quite interesting. And this is a cool story too, as we get to see these other detectives posing as Nightwing. And are they doing it for the right reasons? Can they do it? Are they just going to get themselves killed? Is Rick going to become Nightwing once again? Yes, obviously he is. We just don't know when that's going to happen. This is Nightwing issue 54. Next, continuation of Uncanny X-Men. This is issue 4 of this weekly series. I think it goes on to issue 10. We had the Multiple Man all over the place in the last issue. We finally got that whole issue resolved. We have what's his face come in there. Legion came in there as well in the last issue too. Now we have Nate Gray, X-Man, who's very old. So is this like sometime into the future? I don't know. So again, we're still also dealing with the situation with Apocalypse, Kitty Pryde, the Senator. They're captured. Who captured them? It's still yet to be determined. Lots of dialogue, lots of story going on in this book. So let's see what happens. Uncanny X-Men issue 4. This hasn't been on my top 5, but it hasn't been bad either. It's just kind of evenly going through. All right. Moving on. Excuse me, something in my throat. Venom issue 9. I get to see the Dragon Beast on there, which is really nice. All this green saliva flying all over the place. This is a new story arc. It's titled The Abyss. This is chapter 1. Ryan Stegman looks like he's back on the artwork here. And this story now is continuing off of what happened with the Web of Venom when Carnage made his return. We had that one shot. So this is a completely new story. Not sure what to expect in this book. But it looks like, I don't know if Eddie has a house or what's happening here. Does this look like a symbiote dog to you? Because look how he's roaring or growling at Eddie. So, oh, he's saying, hi, Dad. So I don't know where he's visiting and where he's at, but he has to deal with the loss of his symbiote. There's nothing talking. It's been lobotomized. Quite interesting story here by Donny Cates. So this is Venom issue 9. All right. West Coast Avengers issue 5, also a new story arc. It's going to have Madam Mask in this issue, so this might be a new jumping on point for the readers. I think this book is good, guys. Again, I don't know if it sells the way it should. I think sales are underrated here, or the book is underrated, and but it's very comical. It's got great character interactions. It's quite funny. Check out this like Transformer or whatever it is there of cars. So I'm looking forward to it. You know, again, it's going to throw a new story out there. Again, give it a try. If you didn't like the first story arc, you might like it this time around. West Coast Avengers issue 5. And then last but not least, we have X-Men The Exterminated. This is issue 1. We don't have the conclusion of Extermination, but we have Exterminated. And we have this story dealing with Hope Summers with her father, her adopted father, Cable. So how does she deal with the whole situation? Zach Thompson is the writer. Neil Edwards is the artist here. This is how the book opens up. So it looks quite nice. Got some good colors in there. Apocalypse looks like he's in there also. So I don't know. We'll see. Could be for an interesting story. So yeah, I decided to pick it up. I wish I had the variant for this one because I love the variant cover. But again, X-Men Exterminated issue 1. And there you guys have it. There is the haul for the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Now it's your turn in the comments below. Don't forget, Tell me what you got this week and what books are you most excited for. And if you collect CGC comics, what was your very first CGC comic book? So guys, as always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you don't miss a single video from me. And until that next comic book review, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye.